What is up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's time for the New Year's forecast for all my signs of the Zodiac. So basically, I guess we'll just, if we're going to put a time frame behind this video, how about just the first couple of weeks of January, maybe the whole month, but just for that first little initial doorway leading into the new year. Take it however it resonates for you. All right. So for those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description of this video. Also, I got a new course coming soon, y'all. Got a new course coming in my School of Self-Mastery. So for those of you who didn't know or who have never looked at my website, I do have a little School of Self-Mastery where I got little courses like how to read the tarot, how to attract your actual life partner, attracting financial abundance, all these little courses in my School of Self-Mastery, and a new one is coming soon. So for those of you interested in that, check out my website, and I will make an announcement when the new course is available. So the courses are super cheap, $10. I think the most expensive one, if I remember correctly, is only like maybe 15 or 20 bucks, something like that. Anyway, all that information's in the description. All right, let's jump on into this. All right, Aries. Let's see what we got for Aries this New Year's. First, let's just see what wants to come through. What's coming in for Aries? Something new coming in, something old coming back. Is there any energetic blockages? All that good stuff. Uh-oh, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Why's the Queen of Cups got to be reversed, man? What's going on with that? All right. Ooh, the Sun card, though. Sweet. I think this right here is one of the simplest cards in the whole daggone tarot. Happiness. Happiness. So some of you, especially with the Nine of Pentacles right there, you're actually finding real, true happiness. Now, there's something, I think there's some situation or whatnot that you're not waiting around on anymore. Like maybe there is a particular person. It's not indicating to me whether or not it's a past person or a new person, but with the Hangman and the Three of Wands both reversed, you ain't waiting around on this person no more. You're moving forward, moving on. So you're probably entertaining a few potential love interests, but it's really looking like a lot of you are kind of on a path by yourself for a little bit. You're carving out your own path, your own timeline, kind of by yourself, setting the stage for the next person to come in. But for the first little bit, opening that door into the new year, you're carving out your own pathway, your own timeline. Does that make sense? Setting the stage for the next person due to come in. And by the way, the next person who is due to come in is a new person that you don't know, I think. I don't think you have any past situations that are due to come back. So if you have any unfinished business, any loose ends that need to be tied up, any stones unturned from the past, you might want to be working on that. You might want to be. There is somebody from the past, though, that is wondering whether or not you're going to be back around. They are. But they're not taking no action. They ain't making no moves. So let's look at the person that you're interested in and let's see how they're feeling about you. Person Aries is thinking about, how do they feel about you? Ace of Wands reversed. And the King of Cups. So you know they have feelings for you. They're just not showing it for some reason. They're not opening up and expressing it. Death card. Yeah. You know they have some kind of feelings and attraction towards you. Oops. For some reason, they're just not opening up and showing it. And it's not indicating why. With the High Priestess reverse, for those of you who are wondering whether or not you're just making this up in your head, because I hear that a lot in personal readings. At least once every other day, somebody will come to me saying, am I just making this up in my head? No, you're not. No, you're not. You are aware that there's a very strong connection here. It's not telling me why they're not showing it. It's not even telling me why. What's going on with this person? I have no idea. Maybe they just don't really know how to open up and express how they feel. Maybe they've just never done that before. Maybe for some of you, they just didn't really grow up in an environment where their feelings and how they feel and their emotions were nurtured and like maybe they grew up in an environment where they were like punished for showing their emotions, possibly, maybe. It's not telling me why. But this person is a very lonely individual. What's the advice for Aries? What's the advice? Ooh, Devil card. So try not to let any connection that you form in 2024 start out as a sex-based connection. Because what happens, and this is everybody, I don't care who you are, I don't care why you're watching this video. I don't care how spiritually awakened you think you are. I don't care how good you are at manifesting. When you sleep with somebody, the two of you become energetically entangled on a quantum level. And it can be a pain in the ass untying yourself from somebody after you sleep with them. It can be a pain in the ass. So, do you want to take the chance on carving out your energetic pathway with somebody else's vibration dragging you down? What type of energetic pathway do you think that's going to carve out for 2024? You want to take the chance on this person weighing you down energetically all fucking year? Going all 2024 with somebody else's energy dragging you down and weighing you down? Just go about it with discernment. Okay, we're all adults here, but if you're going to do that, go about it with discernment, okay? Go about it with a sense of energetic awareness, energetic intelligence, discernment, okay? All right, Taurus. Taurus. What messages do we have for Taurus for the new year? Ooh, the Hierophant. That's you, boo-boo. That is you. Boo, boo. Oh, Knight of Pentacles. So you definitely got something new coming in. It's kind of making its way towards you slowly, though. So I'm seeing new energy and past energy. So, yeah, whoever this is, because it is showing me that you're karmically tied to somebody from the past. So if you're inquiring about somebody from the past, we got that Eight of Cups there. Y'all know what the Eight of Cups means, right? That's the card of walking away with the karmic wheel in the reverse. So you're walking away from the past, whether you want to or not, still karmically tied to this person. And that makes for some energetic baggage that you're carrying into this next connection. So there's a third energy involved here. But Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups, somebody is coming forward that actually does have a lot of emotion for you. And I don't think you're going to have to spend a bunch of time sitting around wondering whether or not this person has feelings for you. I think this individual is going to make it abundantly clear that they have feelings for you. Abundantly clear. Okay. Things are moving kind of slow, though. Man, this is going to be long-term stable commitment, though. Look at that. Both the Taurus cards of commitment, stability, growth, and evolution. For those of you who are interested in having children in the future, if that is an option on the table that you're considering, I see that very, very likely. Very likely. That's at least the card that I'm looking for. If you were to come to me for a reading and say, me and this, will I have children with the person I'm with right now? For example, if you was to ask me a question like that, this is the card I'm looking for, the Empress. In many different tarot decks, she's actually pregnant in the card. So, but if that's not an option on the table, don't worry about that. It's still a card of stability, long-term growth and evolution. Could be a fellow Taurus making their way towards you, but I feel like that's your energy. All right, well, let's look at the outcome for the first 3 months of 2024. What's the outcome for the first 3 months for Taurus? Uh-oh, King of Swords reversed. That's that past energy. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, still a little bit of bitterness, I think, that you're working through when it comes to the past for those of you who are still tied to that past person. Ace of Cups, though. 10 of Cups. Whoops. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups. The start of a whole brand new relationship is what's due to come in. Anybody from the past? Fool card reversed. Page of Cups reversed. I think the past person is getting tired of waiting on you. I think they've been waiting to clear the air with you, especially if the two of you have been on and off and you've done this before. But it's not happening this time. So, kind of looks to me like they're getting tired of waiting. And the more time goes on, the more pissed off they're getting, waiting on you to come back. But you're already off and on to newer, bigger, better things with the Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups. What's the advice for Taurus? What's the advice for Taurus? Well, maybe you want to consider one of these days having a conversation with the person from the past. Now, you may not need to do it right now, but it need, first of all, that unspoken boundary needs to be understood and on the table. That unspoken boundary, like, I'm moving on. I'm not playing your shit no more. So they need to just like understand that there is no point in even wasting either of y'all's time trying to slither back up into your life. You want closure? We can get closure. You want to let bygones be bygones? That's cool. But I ain't wasting my time with anything else other than that. That needs to be understood. So if you don't think it's been long enough to have that conversation yet, fucking wait another year. You know, one thing that, this is just my general rule of thumb. And this is usually for somebody who was incredibly, incredibly close to you. Like family especially. Or a long-term relationship. You know, somebody you were really close to, or a long-term friendship. 1 year of silence. 1 year. 1 year, no less. That lets it be known I ain't fucking playing with you. I done went a whole year without talking to your punk ass. I'll go a whole nother year. I'll go 2 more years. I'll go the rest of my damn life. Usually, when you go silent for a year, they know you ain't playing. They know you ain't playing. The dynamics most of the time will drastically change, especially if they're the type that likes to maybe disrespect and push your boundaries and test them, you know? All right, Gemini. Gemini. What is good with my Geminis? Geminis for the beginning of 2024. 4 of Cups in the reverse. Uh-oh. There may be an opportunity that you're afraid to miss out on. Some of you may be worried that you're going to miss a good opportunity. Magician. See, some of you are working on manifesting this, but you're up in your head overthinking it, and you're afraid you're going to miss out on it. I don't know who needs to hear this, but the universe is not that stupid. You're not going to miss an opportunity. You'll be given an opportunity. Now, will you turn that opportunity down? That's a totally different topic for a different video, but you ain't gonna miss an opportunity. When your person shows up in your life, and you know they're right around the corner too, and they are. They are. You know your person right around the corner. The universe, I don't give a damn if that person lives in fucking China. Do not underestimate the universe's ability to bring the two of you together. So you do know that it's right there on the horizon, but some of you are kind of blocking yourselves, getting in your own way, overthinking it. I'm not seeing anything from the past. Anybody inquiring about somebody from the past person is just trying to forget about you. Trying not to think about you. I do think probably in the past they tried to get your attention a few times and that didn't work for whatever reason, and they're not even doing that no more. Now they're just trying to forget about you. Okay, yeah. Man, I'm going to tell Gemini, I'm going to tell you what. 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 You see him? Look at all that. Look at all that. That's good news right there. That's good news right there. You know what that means? Blessings is on the horizon. Major blessings. The wait was not punishment. It was preparation. Zoom fast forward into the future, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. You're going to look back at that struggle period that you went through and that pain in the ass process of struggling and waiting and just being miserable, and it feels like time is standing still. You're going to look back on it in the future and be like, that makes perfect sense. I'm glad I went through that when I did. If the universe would have brought me my person a month too early, I would have totally sabotaged it. Boy. Well, that's kind of weird how that came out. Now let me think about what I'm going to read next. Hang on. Let's first look at, because, oh, by the way, I don't think the person that you're interested in is the next person due to come in. I don't think so. Let me just look here and look at the energy between Gemini and their love interest real quick. Let's see. Yeah, it's not somebody you need in your life either. It's not somebody you need in your life either. I know you don't get it right now. I know some of you are mad at me now. But in the future, you're going to look back on the person you're interested in now, and you're going to thank the universe for not letting you get stuck in that trap. Promise you that. Promise you that. Yeah. And see, the person that you're interested in is a cheater anyways. They're a cheater and they're hung up on their ex. Yeah. Liar and a cheater. You don't need that person in your life, I promise you. The universe is making sure that you dodge a bullet with that person. Promise you that. You'll thank the universe later. You'll thank the universe later. So let's look at the energy when the next person comes in. Bam, what I tell you. When the next person comes in, there ain't going to be no question. There ain't going to be no sitting around wondering. You're not going to be racking your brain. You ain't going to be sitting and hoping and wishing and waiting. When the next person comes in, it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. Very suddenly, abruptly, and unexpectedly. You gon' fucking know, yo. What's the advice? What is the advice? Don't try to force anything. Don't try to fight anything. Ace of Swords. Don't try to overthink things too much. Don't try to force. Don't try to fight nothing. You shouldn't have to. A client just the other day, matter of fact, if I remember correctly, I think it was a Gemini, very recently was asking me, do you have any advice on how to surrender and trust the universe? And I was like, not really, not how. I can't tell you how. All I can tell you is that that's what you need to do. How to surrender and how to trust the universe, you got to figure that out yourself. It helps me though, because like I'm one of those types of people that I was put in situations where the shit that I was trying to control was so out of control that I just lost strength. I just simply did not have the strength. You know, it'd be like trying to hold up a car and hold it up on two wheels, and then you're holding it until you're just so fucking weak that you can't even hold it anymore, you know? That's how my life was. It got to the point where I had no choice but to let go and be like, all right, fuck it then. Whatever then, universe. Do whatever you gonna do. I ain't got the strength no more. I just don't. There's only some. And then that's when blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing started happening. Blessing after blessing after blessing after I stopped trying to force and fight everything. I stopped trying to control everything and make it work the way I want it to work. Instead, it was like, oh, dude, now I can actually see the universe doing what it wants to do, you know? So now I am not advocating laziness. I'm not saying sit back and don't do nothing. I'm saying develop a relationship with the universe. What that means is I need to figure out how to draw the line between putting forth work and effort and forcing and fighting a losing battle. Where do I draw that line? That's something that only comes with experience. That only comes with experience. Because very frequently, your path will be very challenging. And you'll have to put forth all kinds of work and effort towards challenges, struggles, and obstacles. You know, but as long as you're still able to overcome those challenges, struggles, and obstacles and make forward movement, even if it's slow forward movement, you're on the right track. But when you are consistently and perpetually sliding downhill, that's when it's time to change course. That's when it's time to let go and just let the universe do whatever it's trying to do. Or you're just going to keep sliding downhill, sliding downhill, sliding downhill. You ain't making no progress at all. You're making reverse progress. Dig what I'm saying? All right, Cancer. What messages do we have for my Cancerian friends? Cancer, Cancer. What's good with my Cancerians? Hang on a second, y'all. Hold up. All right. Cancer. Mm-hmm. Boom. Ooh, the star card. A lot of people's wishes are going to be fulfilled in 2024. Now, let me say this before I move on. Now, this is specifically to those of you new to my channel, okay? Ask any of my OG followers. I don't know who's doing what in YouTube tarot land in today's day and age. I have no fucking clue. I quit watching tarot back in like 2019. But I don't know who else is what they're doing out there. But on Rich Lop's channel, I don't sprinkle sugar on the readings to make them sound cute. I do not tell you what you want to hear. I will do the best that I can to pull as much positivity out of the reading as possible. But I read what comes through. One of the unfortunate parts about my job is that I piss people off. I don't like that. That's not my goal. I wish that wasn't the case, but it's true. People get pissed off at me. Very pissed off at me because I read what comes through, not what you want to hear. Okay? I tell you what you need to hear. The truth. Okay? I am a king of swords. I'm going to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me, Billy Bob. All right? So, having said that, when you hear me say something like that, I'm not just saying it to sound cute. Wishes fulfilled. Oh yes, wishes fulfilled. Boom, 6 of Wands reversed. Oh, you got a blessing in disguise coming. You got a blessing in disguise coming. So you're going to be thinking that your wishes are unfulfilled. You're going to be thinking that you failed and whatever it was that you were trying to accomplish is never going to work out for you. It's going to feel like the whole world is against you, but it's a blessing in disguise. It's one of those things that's going to start making sense after it starts to unfold, you know? Yeah, kind of similar to Gemini. Devil card reversed. The universe is keeping somebody away from you. The universe is keeping somebody away from you. And especially those of you who are dealing with an on and off. The reason it's on and off is because the universe is trying to pull this person away from you. So there's a blessing in disguise coming. Ready or not, it's time to start a whole new cycle. Ace of Wands. This is another one of those nexus point years, y'all. 2024. Another one of those nexus point years where it's like, yo, ready or not, here we come. Gonna start a whole new karmic cycle. See, very frequently what most people do is the end of the year rolls around, and they start talking about how bad the past year was and how magical the next year is going to be. And the next year, it's just the same fucking thing as the last year, right? They just keep repeating the same year over and over and over and over and over, sitting in the same spot year after year after year, right? Well, this is one of them times where it ain't going to be like that. Whatever lessons you didn't learn in 2022 and 2023, yeah, tough titty said to kitty. Starting a whole new chapter and a whole new cycle. The next person due to come in is somebody completely new. Not only is it a new person, not only is this somebody you don't even know right now, but the whole relationship dynamic is on a level unlike anything you've ever dealt with before. It's going to be actually healthy. You may not realize this right now, okay? You won't realize it until after you and this person connect. That you've never actually dealt with somebody you can actually trust before. You've never actually dealt with a situation that is this healthy and non-toxic before. Some of you are even going to realize that you've never ever felt true love before. We all think we have. We've all felt codependent attachments. We've all felt, you know, the possessiveness and the attachments, and we've all felt that, and we all mistake that for love. And then that one person comes into your life where there's actual true love that comes from you. You're actually radiating true love. See, because a person can't bring you love. It doesn't work that way. And that's one of the top 3 reasons why relationships always fail. It's because most people are empty and they think that the other person is supposed to fulfill them. And it doesn't even work that way. That doesn't even work that way. And then whenever you start figuring out how to actually radiate love from your own heart, and then you attract a person who aligns with that vibration, and then you get to feel like what real true love really is, you'll be like, holy shit, I've never, ever, ever felt real true love before. For real. What's the outcome for the first quarter of 2024? For Cancer, what's the outcome? Knight of Pentacles. Bam! Everybody getting them blessings in 2024, ain't they? Everybody getting them blessings, bro. There might end up being a reconciliation attempt, too. I think somebody from the past is going to connect with you and try to reconcile. I don't think it's going to be very successful, but I do feel like you'll be able to get the closure you've been wanting. And no, I'm not telling you this person is going to bring you closure. But one conversation with this person will help you find that closure in your heart, I think. Yup. What is the advice? What is the advice? Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, Two of Cups. All right. So, in order to really make a true, genuine change, it doesn't matter if it's in your love life, doesn't matter if it's in your business, career, and finances, it doesn't matter if it's in your health, wellness, and fitness, doesn't matter. If you want to make a genuine change in any area, aspect, or facet of your life, you have to be willing to make that new year uncomfortable. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that all year is going to be uncomfortable. But let me ask you this. How many people January 1st you think are going to be in that gym? It's going to be shoulder to shoulder in there, isn't it? Now, first day of February, are all those people still going to be in there? No. It'll probably be almost cut in half, damn near. First day of spring. How many of them people that were in there January 1st are still going to be in there the first day of spring? Most of them going to be gone, right? Because they couldn't deal with the discomfort. But the few people who are still in the gym the first day of spring, the first day of summer, guess what? It's not uncomfortable anymore. It's becoming part of their new paradigm. Now it's a new habit because they stuck through it and stuck with it and kept going, even when they were tired, even when they didn't feel good, even when they were in a bad mood, even when they didn't sleep good that night, even when. And then it starts to write itself into your brain and that discomfort goes away. You have to be willing to say, you know what? 2024 is going to suck. But that's okay, because that suck is temporary. Eventually, the suck will subside. And once the suck subsides, that's when you are becoming a new person. Because whenever something starts out as uncomfortable and then becomes comfortable, it becoming comfortable is proof that new connections are forming in your brain, and your body are adapting to whatever it is. That's the way it works, yo. All right, Leo. 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 Thinking about a deck swap here. Leo. What's good with my Leo friends, man? Y'all doing good? My Leo friends doing good. My Leo friends doing good. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, of course. Of course you're doing good. Of course. Let's see though. What's this all about? What's that Six of Wands all about right there? Justice. Okay. Yep, I had a feeling. I had a feeling somebody from the past is watching you, hoping to see you fail. And they're disappointed, aren't they? They're disappointed because they ain't seeing you fail. Now, I don't know if you're just completely unaware of this or if you're just blatantly ignoring this person on purpose. I'm not sure. I can't tell. But they're waiting. They're not so I think in 2023 they were probably doing things to try to get your attention, but they're not anymore. Okay. So what's coming in next though for Leo? What's coming in next? Star card. Okay. It's not even telling me. This could just be success in finance with the Nine of Pentacles right there. Could be somebody watching you become very financially successful. It's just not even telling me about what's coming in as far as love goes. Unless you have an earth sign headed your way. This doesn't feel like that, though. This feels like financial success, even though we all know that 2024 is going to be the craziest financial times that any of us have seen in recorded human history. We know this. Oh, we know this, and that's going to be good for some and bad for others. Bam, 10 of Pentacles, though. I think the majority of my Leos are going to seize opportunities, though. Yup. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. The next person due to come in is your actual person. So that might be a little ways away, though. There may be still some building blocks that need to be laid in your foundation before this person can come in. Okay. What's just the main general overall outcome for the first quarter of 2024 for Leo? Main general overall outcome. See, you're so busy. You got so much shit you're juggling, so much shit going on. You may not even have time for it, for real, for real. I don't even think you have time for it. 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Man, some of y'all are just so busy busting ass on your goals, you ain't even got no time for it. High Priestess, Star. A lot of Aquarius energy keeps coming through here. Yeah, it might be a little bit of nervousness and anxiety, though. King and Queen of Pentacles, both reversed. I do think, though, that the next person due to come in, y'all gonna be a power couple. And that is a dynamic of relationship that, honestly, real talk, most people couldn't handle that. Being in a power couple relationship or marriage, your average person couldn't handle that. That's why it's taken such a hell of a foundation to be laid here. Because you got to think about it. If you want to build an empire with your person, like y'all build it together, do you have any idea how many roles have to be taken on and respected by your lover? Because you got two people. Not only do we have a husband and a wife, but we also have a boss, a president, a CEO, a vice president, employee, right? Best friend, business partner. All these different characters and roles have to be acknowledged and respected between two people without a power struggle, without button heads and clashing. That's a dynamic that your average person couldn't handle because they have all those roles being played by just separate individual people. They got their best friend over here. They got their boss over here. The president, the CEOs over here. You know, their business partners over here. Their coworker is over here. You know, their employees are over here. They got all these other people to play those roles. You want this right, yeah? King, Queen of Pentacles? Yeah, a hell of a foundation is being laid for that. And you're laying it. Maybe kind of scary, a little bit nerve-wracking in the beginning, but you're laying that foundation. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. 9 of Wands reversed. Let your guard down. Let your guard down. I'm not saying be naive and stick your head in the sand. I'm saying that what you do is you leave the proverbial door hanging open. If somebody makes their way up to the door and knocks to let themselves in. Cross that bridge when you get to it. Cross that bridge when you get to it, but you got to let your guard down first. Let your guard down and remain emotionally independent. Because when you're emotionally independent, you know what this means? This means I've found happiness. Emotionally independent doesn't mean that you're alone. It means that you're not afraid of being alone. It means I found happiness. I found contentment. I found fulfillment in my heart and in my life. That's what that means. So, you know what the funny thing about this energy is? Whenever somebody tries to make their way up into your life, your bullshit-o-meter is so sensitive. So sensitive. You can smell bullshit from a mile away. You can intuit somebody playing games with you from a mile away. Why would I just let you come up into my life when I'm happy, I'm whole, fulfilled, complete, content, I'm good? So why would I let you come up in my life? You got to be a real special ass person to earn a spot in my life. You got to be cut from a real special cloth to earn a place in my life. I'm not just going to bring any random fucking ass person up in my life and give them the chance to possibly destroy this happiness that I've found. You fucking kidding me? Shit. You have no idea how hard I've worked to find this inner peace. I'm not just going to let anybody come up in my life when I've found my inner peace. It ain't happening. That's how you know your person right around the corner. Right around the corner. Most people who are with their actual person right now, I would say of everybody that I know right now who are an actual divine pair of life partners, of all of the ones that I know right now, about 95% of them, not all of them, but the vast majority of them, went through this weird little phase where they were turning relationships down left and right before their person showed up. Turning them down left and right, and left and right, and left and right, and left and right. Because it was never a relationship we were looking for to begin with. We were looking for true happiness. That's what we were looking for. Once you find true happiness, you ain't just going to let anybody waltz up into your life. I promise you that. But then when the universe does finally deliver you the one person who matches that vibration, you gon' fucking know. Whenever two people come together who are so sick of playing games that they don't fear being alone, you can feel that. You can feel the authenticity is just off the scale and through the roof. You'll see. You'll see. Oh, they come. A lot of people. I had this funny feeling, dude. A huge contingent of people are going to end up attracting their actual person in the next 2 years. After all this crazy shit we done been through, not just the last 4 years, but all the crazy shit we've been going through since 2012. You know how much karma we've cleared, how many lessons we've learned, how much energy we've transmuted. A lot of people are going to attract their actual person in 2024, 2025. A whole lot. All right. Virgo. Virgo. What important messages do we have for Virgo 2024 New Year's forecast? Boom. You're karmically tied to somebody, Virgo. You're karmically tied. It's all good, though. But let's see what's happening with that situation. Empress reversed. Now, I know this isn't everybody, but specifically to those of you who are questioning whether or not somebody from the past is going to come back and secure a permanent position in your life. No. I think you all already had the opportunity to try to work that out. And now the universe is slamming the door shut on that situation. Now, I know not all of you are actually inquiring about this person, but whether you're inquiring about them or not, you're karmically tied to them. You karmically tied to them. But no, you're walking away from this. They still take up some space in your head, though, don't they? They still take up some space in your head. So that is serving as a blockage. That's serving as a major blockage that's making it very difficult for the next person due to come in to come in. So, but the next person due to come in is not somebody that you know. And I have a feeling that's the majority of you. I highly doubt very, very many of you, the next contract due to come in is somebody that you know currently. Very few of you. And that's just across the board. I don't care what your sign is. Very few of you. Because the likelihood that, like, if somebody that you know and that you have your eye on right now, if they're due to come into your life, they'd already be there. They would already be there. The overwhelming majority of the time, the universe is not going to make you sit around and wait. If this person's supposed to come into your life, they're going to come in, they're going to be there. You ain't going to be sitting around and waiting on it, you know? But right now, I think that a lot of you are still working on processing through a karmic situation. I don't know if y'all were karmic soulmates when you first came together, but even if you weren't, you are now. You are now. Let's get some incense going up in here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Got to get the good vibes in the air and burn them like you just don't care. All right, let's see the overall general outcome. Whoops, wrong deck. Overall general outcome for the first quarter of 2024. Let me kick my fan on real quick, y'all. Hold up. Overall general outcome for the first quarter of 2024. Boom. I see. You're letting that guard down very slowly. Slowly but surely. You're still a little bit scattered, though. Your thoughts are starting to affect you. I think the stuff that you're running up in your head, overthinking, y'all be overthinking too much, man. Y'all be just overthinking way too much. Way too much. And it's kind of getting in your own way, and it's starting to affect other areas of your life. Some of you may be sitting a little bit too idle. You're overthinking so much that you're making slow progress. I'm not going to say no progress, because you are making progress, but it's kind of like having your foot on the gas and a brake at the same time. It's slow progress. So yeah. The next person due to come in, though, is a person that you do not know right now, and it's not even giving me information on that situation. Let me see if I can get any information on the next person coming into Virgo's life at all. Temperance, Four of Swords. No, it's not, man. It's not. It's more than likely going to happen, though, when you very least expect it. That's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting here. I don't know why you're not expecting it. Maybe you have some other project that you're working on, so you just toss that aside. Maybe some of y'all just throw your hands in the air and give up on it. Some of you, you know, fine, fuck it. I guess I'm just going to be alone forever. Whatever. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. I'm just going to be alone then. Is what it is. Fine. Fuck it. I'm just going to dedicate my life to nothing but building my life with me, I guess. And then, when you least expect it, bam. That's when they come in. And a lot of people, it happens at an inconvenient time. A lot of people. I think probably 75% of the people I've met who are with their divine life partner, they say something similar, that, you know, when we met, it was inconvenient. You know, I didn't even really have time for a relationship. I had to flip my whole life upside down. But I made the decision to do it. I made the decision to flip my whole life upside down and make a big change in my life. And I don't regret it. All right. Libra. Libra, what do we got? New Year's forecast for Libra. Libra. Boom. 5 of Cups reversed. Death card. See, there it is for you too. So some of you, you definitely have somebody new coming in though. But it may kind of seem like things are moving a little bit slow. Some of you are connecting with somebody at the workplace. Some of you may have been kind of racking your brain for a while because it just doesn't seem like anything is happening. You felt very stagnant for a while. Very stagnant, like nothing is moving forward. And even if you try to make things move forward, it seems like things are fighting against you. But the person that's coming in, the person that you're connecting with, I don't know if you're really... I'm just seeing you really up in your head, overthinking this. 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups. Not really 100% sure whether or not you're feeling it. You're seriously comparing this person to somebody from the past. Yeah. Because, look, you're comparing this person. They remind you a lot of their ex. There's a lot of things that they maybe do or say or something that's really making you think back on the past. And you're afraid of repeating a cycle. Could be an Aries for some of you. Yeah, you're really going with your intuition on this, but something kind of makes you feel a little bit off balance about this situation. You're not just going to blindly allow your emotions to arbitrarily chuck you into some situation without thinking things through. So you're really up in your head. Empress reverse. I think that the more you think about this, the more you lose attraction for this person. The more you think about it. Okay. All right. Let me see. Hang on real quick. Does Libra know who this person is? Yeah, I think you do know who this person is. I think that it's somebody that you've had your eye on, possibly. This kind of feels like a love interest to me that you're connecting with. But you see, here's the funny thing. We have a love interest. And before we get with them, we paint this big old scenario in our imagination of what we think it would be like to be with that person. And we sit and we fantasize on it. And we imagine it. And we paint this big old elaborate picture in our mind. And then that person comes in, we get with them, and then it changes. It's like, this is not what I thought it would be. You are not who I thought you were. I don't even know if I'm attracted to you anymore. It's almost like you're losing interest almost immediately as soon as you and this person connect. Let's see the general overall outcome then for the first quarter of 2024 for Libra. General overall outcome, first quarter of 2024. Three of Cups reversed. So I think you're just really strongly feeling like there's a third party. Yeah, your intuition is telling you there's some kind of third party here. I'm thinking that you're going to abandon this situation before spring. Before spring, you're going to abandon this. Yeah. What's the advice? What is the advice for Libra? What's the advice? Emperor. Well, look, I do feel like that will be considered you passing a test. Anytime you make the conscious decision to cut something out of your life that doesn't feel right, even if it's a hard decision to make, even if that's a hard decision, I think we've all been faced with that situation where we're connected to somebody, whether it's a family member or a friend or a romantic love interest, and something just doesn't feel right. Can't put your finger on why. You just don't really intuitively feel like they belong in your life. And it may be a very difficult decision to make, but you choose to abandon the situation. That's passing a test. Because I got news for you. People that belong in your life, it ain't going to feel funny. If somebody belongs in your life, somebody you need in your life that serves your highest good, it's not going to feel off, weird, funky, strange. You're not going to be sitting around constantly trying to figure out whether or not you can trust them. Anybody that belongs in your life is going to feel very normal, very natural. It's going to flow. It's going to uplift you and make you feel better. If you're feeling those weird, strange, funky feelings, trust me, you'll pass a test if you walk away from that. All right. Scorpio. 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 Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. I haven't said that one in a long time, have I? All right, we got that Queen of Pentacles reversed there. Some of y'all dealing with an earth sign. Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Uh-oh, somebody's going to try to reconcile. Tower card reversed. This is a reconciliation attempt. Yeah. Yup. For those of you who go through with this reconciliation attempt, it's more than likely going to manifest into a repeat cycle. So you're definitely reconnecting with somebody from the past. I can't tell who it is that has intentions of reconciliation. Could be both of you, possibly. But you're going to feel immediately that it just doesn't quite feel right. I try to explain this shit to my clients all the time who are in separation. Like somebody will say something like, my husband of 5 years left me for another woman 8 months ago. Will he come back and decide to be with me? And I say, okay, well, think about this. Imagine that he does. Imagine that he shows up at the door begging and pleading, please take me back, I'm so sorry, whoop, whoop, whoop. What type of energetic dynamic do you think is going to be between the two of you at that point? Do you really think it's going to go back to the way it was before y'all separated? Do you think you're just going to magically trust him? Oh, no. Oh, no. Not only are you going to have to work through the energy that was created from the separation, which betrayal, bitterness, distrust, but the person who left and done got with somebody else now just created another big old shitload of vibrational baggage that they are bringing back to the connection. So there's all this new big shitty lump of energy that we now have between the two of us that we're going to have to sort through. It's going to be a lot harder than you think it will in your imagination. But somebody that you're karmically tied to, I think, is going to attempt to reconcile in 2024. Okay? I think this person has a lot of feelings for you. You could possibly have feelings for them, but it just don't feel the same. Whatever happened between the two of you put a permanent dent in the connection. And it just don't feel like it did. The feeling is just gone. It don't feel like it did, man. Okay. All right. Now let's see what the overall general outcome is for the first quarter of 2024 for Scorpio. Overall general outcome. Ooh, you're really going to start kind of coming to your senses with this situation. You're really going to start seeing some truths come to light. I think, honestly, this is like one of those situations where it may have happened to you before. You're with somebody, whether it's a relationship, friendship, whatever, and then something happens between the two of you and you part ways. Now, right before y'all parted ways, your mind took a snapshot of that person. And along with that snapshot your mind took is a whole vast plethora of memories, opinions, biases, just your whole perception and your whole perspective of that person, that situation, and everything else. Now, the time you all spend apart, you may not realize this, but you are evolving into a different person. Whether you're doing it on purpose or not, you're changing into a different person. Could be for the better, could be for the worst. That's a different topic for a different video, but you're changing into a different version of yourself. A year later, see, the only thing you have to go on when it comes to this person is the snapshot that you took in your mind of who you remember them to be. You don't realize it though, but you don't even look at the world the same way you did back then. So you and this person come back together. Now, what you're seeing doesn't match the mental snapshot that you're holding in your mind. So it's like, oh, that's who you are? Oh, it all makes so much sense. It's like the light is shining on them so much brighter. You're going to start seeing this person for who they really are. You're going to start seeing that whole situation for what it really is. And I think you're going to slowly but surely back away from this and actually let go of it this time. But, like I said, reconciliation is going to be attempted, but I think it's going to be a failed attempt. Do we have any advice? Any advice for Scorpio? Hangman. So don't ever just hang around and wait for things to get better. Things don't get better. You get better. Don't just hang around and wait on things to randomly just get better. They ain't. Especially when it comes to a relationship. Our relationship ain't just going to get better. The only way it gets better is if I work on making myself better and you work on making yourself better. If I ain't working on making myself better and you ain't working on making yourself better, it ain't getting better. Period. So really, 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 before you agree to attempt reconciliation with this person, before you agree to make that attempt, seriously think this through. And I'm not going to allude to a yes or a no. I'm not going to allude to either one of those timelines. Just ask yourself, 2024, is it worth it to take the chance on possibly just having a repeat of 2023? Or do I want to go ahead and leap into the abyss, into the unknown, and guarantee that 2024 is going to be different? Ain't going to be scary. Oh, fucking A, you damn Skippy right, it's going to be scary. But any change you ever make in your life is going to be scary. If you're feeling comfortable, you ain't changing nothing. And that's just all there is to it. Nothing's changing as long as you're comfortable. Change doesn't happen until you're scared, until you're uncomfortable, until you're a little bit nervous, when you're unsure. That's when change is happening. That's when growth is happening. When you're comfortable and everything is predictable and everything is familiar, that's when you're stuck in one spot. Ain't nothing changing, nothing is growing, nothing is evolving, and nothing is getting better. All right, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Thanks, y'all, for the timestamps. I appreciate you. Esmeralda, thank you. Appreciate y'all's efforts. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio. No, not Scorpio. Sagittarius. I'm sorry. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what important messages do we have? Oh, 5 of coins. Okay. Something that you are abandoning and leaving behind. And of course, whoever this is that you're abandoning, whatever this situation is that you're leaving behind, this person is playing the victim. The boo-hoo, poor pitiful me, playing the victim. 7 of coins. But I mean, I don't think that you're doing this randomly, though. I don't think so. Maybe now, a lot of times, yes, y'all do be doing random ass, spontaneous ass shit that you don't think about. Y'all are notorious for that. That's one of the coolest things about you. Y'all are fun and spontaneous, But this situation here, it ain't like that. You've actually thought this through. So this is very calculated, whatever this is you're abandoning. I think you have a very well thought out reason behind why you're abandoning this situation. And it looks to me like you're exploring probably a couple of potential love interests and love options and whatnot. Whoever this is from the past, though, that you're abandoning, they're hanging around and waiting for you to make a return. I've never personally met a Saggy that decides to return from something that they decide to walk away from. I've never seen that happen. Of course, my wife, who is a Sagittarius, she says she's done it a couple of times. But from my experience and all the Saggies that I've connected with, befriended, dated, dealt with, whenever a Saggy decides, I'm done with this, pew, they're gone. Pew, they're gone. Later, tater, right? So, honestly, for the first quarter of 2024, I don't think you're making any impulsive decisions. with the Fool card reversed. Might be possibly entertaining a couple of potential love interests. You might even go on a little date or two here and there, whatnot. Talk to some people. But 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 2 of Wands, Fool reversed. You ain't just jumping into something. You focusing on your goals. You focusing on that money and that finance, boo-boo. Boo-boo. Temperance. There's that Sagittarius card in the upright. Okay. But no, the next person due to come in is not somebody that you currently know. Like I said, the majority of you. I think so far for this video, I've only seen one sign. I think it was Libra, who was going to end up connecting with the person that they have their eye on. And if I remember correctly, it doesn't look like it's something that's turning out the way they wanted it to. 9 of Swords, though. Uh-oh. So you're returning to balance. It's a slow process. You're not all the way there, but you're getting there. Let's look at the overall general outcome of the first quarter of 2024. Overall general outcome of the first quarter of 2024. Judgment. Bam. You know what that means, right? That means it is what it is. Start new, starting fresh. I don't care who you is. I don't care if you my mama, my daddy, my brother, my sister, my cousin, my husband or wife that I was married to for 10 years. I don't care who you is. If I leave you in the past in 2023, that's where you stand. Judgment. Decisions are all final in 2024. So whoever it is that you're interested in, though, still isn't showing you any emotion. So maybe you're deciding to abandon that situation too. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like a lot of you are kind of taking a break for the most part. Or at least dropping the whole love and relationship thing down a couple of notches on the priority list. Some of you are just out and out taking a break and saying, I'm done from now. I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna work on me. Others of you may not necessarily be all the way done, but you're dropping it down a couple notches. Like, you know what? Okay, hopefully I end up meeting somebody, but for now I'm putting my focus elsewhere. Whoever this is that you're interested in, though, King of Cups, Ace of Cups, both reversed. Like I said, when the next person comes in that's due to come in, it's going to be a person that you don't know right now. Could be a completely spontaneous random individual. Could be. What's the advice for Sagittarius? What's the advice? Ooh, maintain that positive outlook. You know that 95% of a true spiritual path is trust. It's trust. It's not having it all figured out. It's trust. People don't understand the magnitude of trusting the universe. See, it's easy to trust the universe when things are going good. It's easy to say that I trust in the universe, I'm manifesting my dreams, this, that, the third, whoop, 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 when everything's going good. But whenever things start becoming questionable, whenever shit starts not really going as planned, whenever you start encountering challenges, struggles, obstacles, can you still maintain that trust that everything you're going through is not only happening for a reason, but it's actually setting the stage for and preparing you for everything that you asked for? Can you hold that and maintain that through difficult times? Because for a lot of people, 2024 is going to be a major test in your trust in the universe. See, people see spiritual people, you know, especially people like me, other tarot readers or spiritual public figures on the internet, people who are good at manifesting, and they think there's something we have all figured out. No. I know some people like to pretend that they are the chosen one and they have it all figured out. Ain't none of us got shit figured out. I have no fucking clue where I'm going to be tomorrow. I have no idea what's going to happen to me next week. I have no clue what's coming next month. No idea. But the universe knows. The universe knows. And even if I wake up tomorrow and something bad happens, I know the universe is doing it for a reason. And at the end of the day, I'm going to look back on it and it's going to make sense. Yo, that's a spiritual path. I trust the universe. I trust that there is not a single grain of fucking sand out of place on this planet. Especially me. I am right where the universe wants me. And when the universe don't want me here, the universe will open a new door and nudge me through it. I trust it. I don't know how. I don't know when. It don't matter. I don't need to know. I don't have it all figured out. The universe figures it all out for me. And I just trust the process. It sounds easy, but when you're in the middle of it, it's a lot harder than it sounds, don't it? All right. Capricorn. Capricorn. What important messages do we have for my Capricorn friends? What messages do we have for my Capricorn friends? Oh man, some of y'all taking on too much. Some of y'all are so damn busy. You don't have time for nothing else. Uh-oh, some of y'all a little bit too busy. Maybe taking on too many projects at once. I know there's one or two of you working on building a business and you're working on too many business projects at one time. But let's see what's happening as far as love goes. Uh-oh, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands reversed. So there's somebody trying to connect with you that I don't really think you're all that interested in. Yeah. Yeah, you're connecting with somebody that you're not really all that interested in. I think they're interested in you. And maybe for some of you, it could be the person that you're... You know what? I think for a lot of you, it's the person that you were interested in, and they don't notice you until after you change your mind and lose interest in them. So this kind of feels like for the last 6 months of 2023, you've been digging this person. Man, I hope they notice me. Oh, I want to be with that person. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then finally, you're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm not going to sit around and wait for somebody to notice me. If you can't look at me and determine on your own that I'm somebody that you should be with because I could add value to your life, maybe you're too stupid to be with me anyways. So never mind. Fuck that. I'm good. Then all of a sudden, now the person notices you, don't they? That is not an accident when that happens that way. That's not an accident. There is quantum physics behind how and why that happens. And people come to me for readings all the time with a situation like that happening that I like to refer to that energetic phenomenon as push-pull. And people ask about it all the time. They think they have bad luck or they're cursed. It's like, no, that's quantum physics. That happens all the time. It's called push-pull. Well, I call it push-pull. So I think you're kind of avoiding this person because you know something bigger and better is on the way. Read him and weep. Look at it. Of course Capricorn's favorite card is going to come up. Of course it is. But in order for the 10 of Cups to come up, what has to come first? The 9 of Cups. So y'all are finding, once you decide to release and let go of this person, you know what that does is that indicates your emotional independence. Nine of Cups. If you noticed, see in the Seven of Cups, I don't have it here on the table. Hang on. Let me show you something. This is very important. This is very important. Hang on. Let me find the Seven of Cups real quick. Bet it's going to be at the bottom of the deck. Every time you need a card, it's at the bottom of the deck. All right, so in the Seven of Cups, this dude's chasing all these cups. He's chasing them all. You know? In the Eight of Cups, he's finally walking away from them all. And the Nine of Cups, he has his back turned. Now, all these cups are available to him. You know why? Because he's uninterested. Push, pull. What I chase will run from me. Whatever I back away from, I will draw it towards me. Have you ever noticed that whatever that thing is you try to avoid always seems to find you everywhere you go? Because you're pulling it towards you by trying to avoid it. For real, for real. So, man, you got blessings waiting for you on the horizon, though, and you already know it. And you ain't settling for nothing less. You ain't settling for nothing less. Let's see the actual overall general outcome for the first quarter of 2024. Overall general outcome. Let's see. What's the overall general outcome? Six of Cups in the upright. You're making peace with the past. Knight of Pentacles. I think, again, the majority of you are much more focused on your work, finances, and goals, healing, evolution, and ascension, making peace with the past, okay, finding true happiness. And I knew it. Like I just got done saying a few minutes ago, a huge contingent of people in 2024 are going to end up attracting their actual person. Because we entering into a whole new cycle, y'all. I know it really kind of started in 2012. It really ramped up and started showing its ass in 2020. 2020 and 2021 were the first wall of the hurricane. 2022 and 2023 were the eye of the hurricane. 2024 and 2025 are the final wall of the hurricane. Lots of massive transformations are coming. And a big part of that transformation, a lot of people are going to connect with the actual person. Boom. Any advice? Any advice? The Magician, monitor your vibration, monitor your frequency. Your reality is responding to you in ways that you may not realize, you may not think about. So, I'm not going to be one of these fake spiritual public figures and make you think that if you're not glowing, radiating light and shitting rainbows all the time that you're not spiritual. We all regular ass humans, we all dip in and out of low vibrational states from time to time. We all do it. Don't pay attention to them fake ass people that pretend that they don't. They bullshitting you. We all humans. We all put our pants on one leg at a time. We all wipe our ass when we do, and we all dip in and out of low vibrational states. We all get pissed off. We get annoyed. We have our own biases. We have our own preferences. Shit pisses us off and gets on our nerves. We humans. However, constantly monitor your vibration. When you dip into a low vibrational state, like when some idiot comes up and cuts you off 6 inches from your bumper, when they could have just slid in behind you. That's the one that pisses me off so bad I can't think straight. I want to get out with a bat and bash your fucking windows in when you do that to me. But I got to catch myself and be like, whoa, that's not cool. Not cool. Woosah. Woosah. I'm not letting that low vibration overtake me. I'm not letting myself get drug under by that frequency, by that vibration. And just acknowledge it. It's okay. Be honest about your vibe. Oh, damn, my vibe sucks right now. I'm annoyed. I'm pissed off. I got to get myself right. Constantly monitor your vibration. You are a magnet to people, situations, and scenarios that resonate harmoniously with whatever vibrational state you're in. So just always monitor it and keep an eye on it. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. What messages do we have for Aquarius? What messages do we have for Aqua? 2024 New Year's forecast. Uh-oh, devil card. So somebody still be obsessing over you? This isn't the same Aquarius saga, is it? Some toxic ass person still be obsessing over you. And here's you again. Every time. See, y'all see the same cards come out every time. Queen of Swords. Okay. And the Lover's reversed. I don't even think you really feel the connection with this person quite like you once did. But man, whatever happened between the two of you is still weighing on this person. But I think you're walking away from this and you out there shining. You out there shining. So for those of you who are out there busting moves and taking action, 2024, you're shining. Boom. And you got somebody pissed off. Hoping, wishing, waiting to see something bad happen to you. And it ain't happening. So they getting pissed off. I don't even know what this person wants. And you're ignoring them too, aren't you? You're either ignoring them on purpose or you just have things, more important things to focus your energy on so you're not even aware. You ain't even paying attention to what losers are doing with their life. Like, what the hell? Who? Why are they watching me? What are you talking about? Could be a Capricorn for some of you. I also have Sagittarius, Cancer, Gemini, and Libra. Well, it's not telling me who's coming in next, though. But this card's been coming through for everybody. This card's been coming through for everybody. 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 Not just some of you. Not just a few of you. This card been coming through for everybody. And you know who this is, right? That's your person. That's your person, bruh. Well, okay, so some weird shit came out there. So how should I read this? Let's see. Fuck, that threw a monkey wrench in my whole flow. That's the first time I've seen the devil card in this whole video. No, it's not. But in that context, it was. Okay. Is there going to be any actions or outcome between Aquarius and the person from the past? Judgment. Nah, it is what it is, yo. It is what it fucking is. It was what it fucking was. It will be what it will be, which is nothing. But they still be watching you. Fuck, let them watch. Give them a show. Give them a show to watch. Fuck them. Nah, and this is another one that keeps coming through for everybody too. So, the next person due to come in is not somebody you know. It's not the person that you have your eye on. It's not the person that you're thinking about. The majority of the signs have all had the same thing come through. The majority of them. I've only seen 2 people so far who are in any way connecting with the person that they're thinking about. New cycle 2024, y'all. New stuff. So what's the overall general outcome for Aquarius, first quarter of 2024? Again, you are not responding to anybody from your past. Long-term commitments coming in. And a crazy, it's going to be in a really crazy, weird way. But one thing that you are going to notice when the next person does come in is that you do still have a lot of healing that does need to be done from the past. And you've been doing a good job, not saying you haven't, but the next person that does come in is going to very, very obviously trigger some things that need to be healed. And that's a good thing because it brings it up to the surface. Brings it up to the surface. What's the advice? What is the advice? Don't be afraid to open up. Don't be afraid to open up. When the next person comes in, don't be afraid to be vulnerable and open up and let this person in on who you are, what's going on in your mind, what's going on in your heart, the kind of shit you've been dealing with. Boom. The quicker y'all can make it, the quicker you can let your guard down and really open up and actually be vulnerable and let this person in on who you really are at the deepest level, the quicker y'all can get to this stage. Again, most people are going to attract their actual person next year. Between 2024 and 2025, the next 2 years. A whole lot. A whole lot. Okie dokie. Pisces. What messages do we have? That deck's being an asshole. Alright. What messages do we have for Pisces? 2024 forecast. Hangman. Somebody's hanging around waiting for something. Is that you? Waiting on somebody? Hang on, it's not ready yet. Not ready yet. All right. Hierophant reversed. Okay, Ace of Cups reversed though, so this feels like somebody you got some past history with. I think I don't think it's going to be an actual reconciliation attempt, but there will be an open door of opportunity for you and this person to connect. Like say, for example, y'all bump into each other out grocery shopping. You're around the corner, bam, bump carts with this person, and then conversation strikes. Not saying this is exactly how it's going to happen, just feel the energy behind this example. You bump into them out in public somewhere, conversation strikes up. A good conversation. It really seems like we're flowing and talking in a way that could possibly maybe result in us getting back together, maybe, possibly. That's an open door of opportunity. So, what the universe is doing is it is testing you to see if you're still stupid. I don't think you are. I don't think you're going to do it. Queen of Cups, Fool card, both reversed. You ain't doing that. You ain't doing that because you can tell this person's still on their same old shit. Still playing them same damn games. Five of Pentacles reversed. You know you're just going to get your heart broke again. You know you're going to get abandoned and left out in the cold again. So I think you're walking away from this and passing the test, starting new, starting fresh. That's when the next person due to come in can come in. Yep, Tower card, leaving the past in the past. Long-term stable commitment coming in next, yo. Some of you, there's already a third-party situation, a third party involved with the past person. So like goddamn noise, dude. Fuck. That's the only thing that sucks about working on my phone now. Back when I had my microphone, when I was using my microphone, y'all wouldn't have heard that. Now the phone picks up everything, you know? All right. Overall general outcome for the first quarter of 2024 for Pisces. Overall main general outcome. Let's see. Yep, you're closing up a karmic cycle. Closing up some karma and clearing it, putting it behind you. And then once you close up that karma and put that behind you, what does that do? That puts you on a new vibration. When you're on a new vibration, what happens? You attract new things. Why? Because vibration is the primary law. Attraction is the secondary law. You only attract in what is a vibrational match to you. Once you clear your past vibrational baggage, it's like cutting the sandbags on a fucking hot air balloon. Now the balloon goes, now it's able to ascend up to the next vibration. That's when you're able to attract a person who aligns with love and happiness. You got to match the vibration of love and happiness first. That person can't come into your life and create love and happiness for you. Any advice? Advices for Pisces. Don't put your life on hold hanging around and waiting for anybody. Anybody. You should not let nobody string you along. Make your mantra for 2024. If you're confusing, I'm cutting you off. If you confuse me, I'm cutting you off. I don't want confusion. I'm not connecting with nobody that's confusing. Anybody I connect with in 2024, it's going to be transparency. Transparency. I know what your feelings are. I know where I stand with you. I know what your intentions are. I know that I can trust you. If I'm confused about that shit, usually when you're confused, this is what it means. It means they have ulterior motives. There's shit that they're hiding. So you're feeling something different than what you're seeing. And when your eyes aren't seeing what your gut is feeling, it gets confusing. Cut it off. If you confuse me, that means one thing. We are not a vibrational match. Deuces. If you can stand on that hill and be willing to die on it, man, you will attract your person in less than a year. All right. I feel like those were the messages that all my signs of the Zodiac needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check down there in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. Also, I announced this too at the beginning of the video. I do have a new course coming. Actually, I got a couple of new courses coming in my School of Self-Mastery. For those of you who didn't know, I do have a School of Self-Mastery on my website where I have little courses. And I got a couple of courses in mind. I haven't decided which one I'm going to release first, but for those of you who do religiously purchase the courses every time I put one out, there's a new one coming very, very soon, more than likely within the next few days to a week. So keep your eye out for that. For those of you who haven't seen my School of Self-Mastery, all the information is on my website along with personal readings, tarotwithrich.com. It's all in the description. All right, I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on y'all's journeys. Stay blessed.